Hi, everybody. Welcome to Pace Studio on the Road. We're here in Austin, Texas right now at the Coral Snake, thanks to our friends at Illegal Mezcal with Luther Dickinson. Luther, thanks for joining us, man.
My pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, man, it's a total pleasure to have heard you sound check. It's great to see you again. We got to hang out for a bit in New York last time. Here we are in Austin, Texas, and it's always a pleasure to see you. And you were just telling me a bit offline about this new record. It sounds fascinating, man. Magic Music for Family Folk is the title of the record. We're going to hear 3 songs from it. What do you want to do first?
I'm going to do a song that I learned from Mavis Staples and the Staples Singers. Are You Sure? Like I said earlier, this is a record I made for my kids. I wasn't really even thinking of releasing it so much. I just made it for them to keep them company, and they ended up singing on the record, and it kept growing. Friends would play on it, and then New West eventually put it out. So anyway, this is a song that I learned from Mavis Staples that I wanted to pass on to my girls. Are you sure there's nothing you can do to help someone worse off than you? Think before you answer. Are you sure? Are you sure it'd be a waste of time? Stop and let your love light shine. Think before you answer. Are you sure? Are you sure that it would be in vain to show some love to your fellow man? Think before you answer. Are you sure? 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 Think before you answer. Are you sure? Are you sure that it's not your place to help someone who's lost their way? Think before you answer. Are you sure? Are you sure it's not your concern when you see your neighbor's house is burned? Think before you answer. Are you sure? Are you sure that there will still be time when you realize that you've been blind? Think before you answer. Are you sure? 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 Think before you answer and be sure. Da 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 na 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 da 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 na 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 na. Thank you, Mavis Staples, my queen of this fair country.
I would imagine that it was a fascinating time being a fly on the wall during Mavis Staples teaching you that song. Can you tell us a little bit more about how that relationship even started in the first place and how that transmission of knowledge happened?
There was a song called Freedom Highway that I've been obsessed with since I was a little kid. It was on a live record of the Staples Singers live in a church in Chicago, and it's been re-released called Freedom Highway. And this song it's a fantastic pop Staples movement song, protest song. And we've been playing it since we were little kids. But there was one lyric we could not understand. And my mom, this is way back in the day, way back in the 90s, my mom called Yvonne Staples. Somehow she got her number and asked her what this lyric was. And Yvonne faxed us the lyric sheet. and then we got to play it at a musical event in Memphis the first time we actually met, and Pop Staples was there, and I got to shake his hand, and Mavis was there, and they just couldn't believe that like these young kids in Mississippi were playing their protest song, you know. And you know, it's like this is a new phrase I just learned, movement music. You know, it's so sad how however old the song is, it's always still relevant, you know. And like I said, I made this record for my kids, you know. A lot of my current music has breadcrumbs, just in case my girls ever wonder where I stand about certain things or how I feel. If they're ever curious, they can go find hints and clues in the music, you know. And also, I never want them to accuse me of not speaking up. So, but anyway, Mavis, yeah. And Mavis is the queen. And the way she taught me that song was I picked up the needle and put it back, played the song, picked up the needle, put it back, played the song. I learned it off the record.
And that's amazing. That's I mean, the point of this record, just transferring that knowledge from one generation to another, and that was what our entire hang in New York basically focused on. We talked about that for like an hour and a half, and I feel like those stories are in good hands when you're telling them, and it's very
Thanks.
cool, man. I look forward to giving this record a listen, and I really enjoy what you're doing here with us today.
Thank you.
And I look forward to the second song, man. What do you want to do next off of Magic Music for Family Folk?
I'm going to do a song. This is one that I remember as a little kid. My dad would, he'd play songs for me and explain them to me, talk about the songs, the concepts. And he had this, I still have it, a 7-inch of the Meters doing They All Axe for You. And he played this song for me, and he pointed out the joke that it's like a children's song, but they're saying the monkey's ass, the tiger's ass. And he just thought that was funny. And since I was a little bitty kid, you know, he pointed it out to me as it was funny. It's something my dad and I used to always do, listen to songs, and we talk about the concepts of the lyrics and the structure and the production and the songwriting. And then as I started writing songs and recording songs, we would work together, and he would teach me the craft of songwriting. And it's pretty cool because he's been gone since '09. But that's kind of what the concept of magic music is all about, this music being a realm in which we can commune with our loved ones, you know? Because now, as I write songs and I finish them, get to the crafty part of tightening them up, you know, I go back to the craft that he taught me, and it's like an act of communion. It's like we're still collaborating, you know, even though he's long gone. But it's music, baby, you know? So anyway, here's a silly song. Oh, and a funny thing about this, I told George Porter that I recorded this song, They All Ask For You, and he was like, oh, wow, that's cool. He's like, Zigaboo's mom used to sing that to him as a lullaby. So we picked up on like the spirit of that song. It's a pretty hip mom that would sing this song to you. All right. Went down to the Artemis Zoo. They all asked for you. They all asked for you. They even inquired about you. I went down to the Artemis Zoo. They all asked for you. The monkey's ass, the tiger's ass, and the elephant asked me too. I went up to the big old sky. They all asked for you. They all asked for you. They even inquired about you. I went up to the big old sky. They all asked for you. They duck's ass, the eagle's ass, and the buzzard asked me to. But they all ask for you. They all ask for you. Everybody there, they wanna know where. They all ask for you. Went down to the deep blue sea. They all asked for you. They all asked for you. They even inquired about you. I went down to the deep blue sea. They all asked for you. The shark's ass, the whale's ass, and a barracuda asked me too. Well, they all asked for you. They all asked for you. Everybody there, they wanna know where, and they all ask for you. Attention span.
Can you tell us a little bit about the song selection for the record? I would imagine there's about 700 songs floating around at any given time in your mind. How did you pick them hoping that they conveyed a certain message to your kids? I know you talked about talking about your originals having to do with how you feel and wanting to communicate that way, but of the other people's songs, what went into that selection process?
Yeah, there's one original on there called Whatever River, and I wrote that specifically for them to keep them company in the future, and it's super personal, and I've never played it live. I don't know. I don't think I could get through it, but it's for them, and then the rest of the songs, either I learned from my father or my grandparents, or some of the elders like Otha Turner or R.L. Burnside. But the concept magic music for family folk, the magic part of the music is that my daughters being the fourth generation, and my dad learned it from elders like Gus Cannon and Bucka White and Furry Lewis. It's a couple of Furry Lewis songs. These great musicians in Memphis, Tennessee that my dad and his friends, they soaked up their repertoire and passed it down to us. And I wanted to pass these songs down to my kids. And these old-timey songs are fun because they're just naturally, they got like silly barnyard animals in them. There's a song about a hound dog. There's a song about a turkey in the straw. There's all kinds of animals in the songs. But it's pretty fun. But this next song is a John Lee Hooker song. So that comes straight from my dad's record collection. It's definitely not a children's song per se, but when they were crawling around and bumping around, I would always sing it to them because it's still funny. And John Lee Hooker definitely was a little tongue in cheek with it, but I'm stretching it. But
amazing, man. We'd love to hear it.
Yeah. Dimples in your jaw. You got dimples in your jaw. You got dimples in your jaw. You my babe, I got my eye on you. I see you every day. I see you every day. I see you every day. You my babe, I got my eye on you. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. got dimples in your jaw. You got dimples in your jaw. You got dimples in your jaw. You my babe, I got my eye on you. I love the way you walk. I love the way you walk. I'm crazy about your walk. You my babe, I got my eye on you. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. You my babe, I got my eye on you. Hey, that goes out to Mojo Nixon. Rest in peace, Mojo Nixon. We love you. Thank y'all.
That was beautiful. Luther, do you have, we planned on 3.
Yeah.
We can do 3. We should,
Hey.
don't want to spring us on you.
Yeah.
You want to do 4? I'm a big fan of your music, and I would love that. Thank you. Thank you.
It's funny. Normally, the shows I play for this music are in like toy stores and record stores, and I don't stretch out too much. Attention spans, you know. And it's fun improvising on these songs here, live on the internet for all posterity, going out on limbs and breaking them, because you know I don't give a. Anyway, thank you guys. Oh, so this is a song called Beulah Land. And it's wild, man. It's like, I'm 51 now, and you can float around. I used to be real careless about playing gospel music that I grew up around because I love the melodies, and it seemed like a good spirit. But when you have kids, it's like, man, you got to get your act together. You got to, like, decide. You can't just float around issues, you know what I mean? You got to get your stance together to pass it on and explain it. And and for other reasons, I just quit singing gospel songs in public. And especially because they were exclusive, you know? Is that the right word? Is that the right way to say it? So anyway, this is a song that's got a spiritual leaning, but it's totally vague. And that's what I try and tell my kids is like, whatever you believe is cool, as long as you're not hurting anybody and you're not trying to enforce that on anybody else. And whatever they believe is cool, as long as they're not trying to enforce it on you and they're not hurting you or anyone else, you know? It's like, you just got to be open with that. And so I like this song. I learned it from Mississippi John Hurt, one of the great folk music heroes. And also it's got, on the record, you know, we got mother, father, brother, sister, and I won't go through all that, but it's a sweet song. And oh my God! So Allison Russell, they had been staying at our house in Nashville, and I could go on and on real quick. So she sang and played guitar and played banjo on it, and then just as she was finishing up, Yola pulled up because we were having a dinner party. Yeah, and Yola walked in. I said, "Hey, Yola." I sat her down, I put the headphones on her and hit record. And she sang on this record without ever hearing it before, and it's my favorite recorded and musical moment ever. Like the Yola's performance on this song on this record is hands down my finest thing I've ever done. She's such a sweetheart. God, I mean, isn't it amazing? We live in the age of Christopher Nolan and Derek Trucks and Yola and Allison. It's, you know, it's a beautiful time for art. Hey. I got a home in Beulah Lane, outshine the sun. I got a home in Beulah Lane, outshine the sun. I got a home in Beulah Lane, outshine the sun, way beyond the sky. I got a father in Beulah Lane, outshine the sun. I got a father in Beulah Lane, outshine the sun. I got a father in Beulah Lane, outshine the sun, way beyond the sky. Come on and go with me to Beulah Lane, outshine the sun. Come on and go with me to Beulah Lane, outshine the sun. Come on and go with me to Beulah Lane, outshine the sun, way beyond the sky. Way beyond the sky. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.